a vote for Aswen is a reinforcement of Governor Obaseki's failure. And you don't reinforce failure. We cannot isolate or divorce Aswen Ighodalo from the performance, or if there is any, of Governor Obaseki.
It's a very difficult campaign for the APC in Edo State.
No, not at all.
Because of the performance level of the state governor in terms of impact project development. Yes.
The PDP government led by Governor Godwin Obaseki has failed the state. The rain, when rain fall now, you can't leave. Just 30 minutes rain in Benin. You can't leave your office. Last time I said you should come and meet me at Tuselu, you couldn't drive from here to medical school. You couldn't. Let's be honest. 30 minutes rain, you can't leave your house. No comprehensive drainage system, no good roads. Over the last 8 years, Governor Obaseki have borrowed a lot of money, borrowed 40 billion to prosecute Edo Best. Go to schools. Take time to go to schools. All the schools, no physical infrastructure. Go to schools, no teachers, no learning facilities. He borrowed 40 billion, MBS as well. 40 billion, nothing to show for it. Absolutely nothing. No good roads, no good health care. A state where you destroy specialist hospital. I don't know what is even building there. Do you know what is building there? Some people said it's building museum. Some people said it's building shopping mall because you keep building shopping mall. Building shopping mall in a state where people are relatively poor. Where you go and buy one bread for 6,000 naira. Have you been to any of these shopping malls? You can't even afford it. You buy bread from the streets because, of course, that is where you will get the cheap bread. So there are infrastructures. Last time he brought former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan to come and commission the project that had been commissioned 50 years ago. No project, nothing. He couldn't take no project. 50 years ago, that project was commissioned.
So were you expecting that project to remain the way it was? Those infrastructures to remain the way they were? Hold on. Do you need to?
But you can't say this
to civil servants who are today enjoying 70,000 naira minimum wage that the federal government is even finding difficult to pay.
Do you need to recommission the project that have been commissioned? That is the issue. Do you need to recommission because you don't have any project? You didn't start any project. You didn't initiate any project at all. You show me one project that Governor Obaseki initiated and completed in 8 years. Absolutely not.
You mentioned the issue of flooding, but it's on record that the APC government initiated the storm water project. Yes, where over 30 billion was taken as loan to fix that problem. Yes. So if the APC has fixed that problem before APC, now, I'm sure today we'll be talking about flooding if it's so real.
APC, he was part of that government. Listen, he was the economic.
But he wasn't the governor.
No.
But he wasn't the governor.
No, let me correct you. You are making mistake here. Edo storm water project, 30 billion was borrowed to fix that problem. And it was being fixed. The government of Obaseki was supposed to be a continuum. It was supposed to be continuity. It was an APC government, if you remember, when he came into power. It was supposed to continue with that project. Government is a continuum, and that is why we cannot isolate or divorce Aswen Ighodalo from the performance, or if there is any, of Governor Obaseki, because government is a continuum. You understand what I'm saying now? A vote for Aswen is a reinforcement of Governor Obaseki's failure. Do you understand what I'm saying? A vote for Aswen is a reinforcement, and you don't reinforce failure. And you don't reinforce failure. When he came, he went on his own voyage, abandoned the project completely. That is what happened. Government is not, look, in advanced country, you initiate project that last 25 years, 30 years, 40 years. It doesn't necessarily mean because you are in government, you start a project, you should finish it. No. You can initiate project, and that is why we are having issues in this country. You can initiate project that lasts for 20 years. The other government is supposed to, most of train lines that you see takes 20 years, 30 years to complete. Railway, it takes years. The government is supposed to continue with such projects because they are viable projects, they are important projects. Now, the Edo Storm Water project was supposed to remove flood from Benin. That was the essence of that project. All he needed to do is to just continue. He was part of that government. He was the economic advisor. And that project was vital. But just because of his bad politics, wicked kind of politics, he decided to abandon that project. And that is why we are. But let me tell you the good thing about all these things. If you give us good governance, you will enjoy it yourself. It's a self-destruct. If you decide to abandon good projects and abandon it, you will come and meet it.
Now you said
exactly. And hold on, let me finish. And that's exactly what I mean. If you also abuse office, and you deprive people of their fundamental right, citizens' right, one day you will leave that office, and your right will also be deprived.
Now you said you said a while ago that the government of Obaseki has not done any new project. There are those. I mean, this is a live television program.
Yes.
There are people watching.
Has he commissioned any?
They are wondering. They are wondering if you truly live in this state. Have you been to the Ministry of Education, Iyaro? Is that a new project under construction? That project was raised. That project was raised by fire under the government of the APC.
Hold on.
But have you gone there?
It's like renovating Ogbe Stadium. You will say you started it. You are renovating. You are saying Minister of Education got burned down. You are trying to fix it. Market burned down. Are you the one that initiated it? 8 good years of governance. I want to see a legacy project that you initiated, started and finished, or a legacy project that you initiated.
But you're double speaking now.
Hold on. A legacy project that you initiated is still ongoing. I want to see it now.
But you're double speaking because you said a while ago that he ought to have continued with the project that he met. And the same you're saying that there's no project that he has started. I mean, that's on both sides.
You are confusing yourself, not me. You understand what I'm saying? I am saying that Edo Stormwater project was a very important project.
That he should have continued with.
Absolutely.
And that there is no project that he has initiated on his own.
Let me tell you, Edo Storm, look at it now. If it was not an important project, you will not be here talking about flood. No, you won't be here talking about flood. No, you won't. If it was completed, continued and completed, you will not be here. We will not be here talking about flood. It would have been a thing of the past. No, because governance is about priority. You must look at prioritization of project. Which one is far more important to the people that you must continue with? And I believe that Edo Stormwater project is a project that should have been continued with. It's a project that should have been completed by this government that was completely abandoned probably for politics or for, I don't know. But I know that and that is why we are all where we are today. We are all suffering it. We are all being punished for it, including himself, because very soon, in the next 4 months, 5 months, is out of there. Then he will not have all this, what is it called, AIDS, all this police, all this. No, he will drive. He will see the damage he has done to the state that he governs.
Is this not a difficult campaign for the APC because of the candidate you're featuring in this election?
You have tested one candidate. You tested Governor Obaseki. He failed. And you are telling me you cannot justify Governor Obaseki's performance. You can't justify it. The issue here is about we gave a political party 8 good years and he has failed. You are talking about a man that is incoming, that you have not tested. Are you following me? A man that has just been a senator less than a year. You understand? But as far as I'm concerned, this man has engaged in so many community activities, so many community work, even before becoming a senator. He's known in his community, he's known by his people, and that was why he was elected. You understand what I'm saying? So when you are saying he's not competent, it's not that. This is an elected and a sitting senator. People elected him. His people had trust in him, and they elected him. So what are you talking about? And you are comparing him with a man that have not even tested the ballot box. A man that have never been a councillor. A man that have never been a chairman of council. A man that have never been elected in any category. You people bring strangers and test these strangers. And that is why we're having all this problem. A man that was elected by his people, a man that can speak his language fluently. You are bringing a man that uses interpreter to speak his own language, that does not understand the needs and the dialect of his own people. And you are telling me that he's competent for what? There is no evidence for that. You don't have any evidence when you say he's competent. Where have you tested him? You tell me. Has he been a chairman of a council in this place, in this city? Or an elected councillor, or even a commissioner? He has never had any viable position. Any position will say, okay, yes, he was here, he did this, he did that. No.
But you said a while ago, Alile, that this man you're talking about has been part of the government, has been part of the system. When we're talking about the stormwater project,
no, that was Obaseki.
Yes, you said Aswa Ighodalo.
No, I said Governor Obaseki. So. No, you need to understand that it was Obaseki was economic advisor.
Okay.
Under Governor Adams Oshomele, he was part of that project. You understand what I mean?
Okay.
I didn't make mention of Aswa. I am always using Aswa. I'm always saying that look, Aswa is a man that we not know him. We didn't know him. So what you are saying is competent for where? How? Where? Have you tested him before? Have you tried him? Have you seen the work he has done? Now, he said he has been a banker, an economist. Economist. I want to know how many community projects that you have personally funded in your community. That you have personally funded for your people. I want to see. So if you say you have been a bank manager, you have been this and you have been that, which means you had personal capacity to help your people. I want to see how much help you have helped your people. It's very important that we begin to recognize this important aspect of governance. The people coming in to take over, check their background, check what they have done for the community, whether they are in or out of power of government, it doesn't matter. What matters is their commitment to community development. That is what matters to us.